It was tough. It wasn't the prettiest, but job done nonetheless. But I do have a few questions to ask of this Arsenal team. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And tune in next as I recap Arsenal winning 3-1 at the Emirates over Southampton. And so, what do you think about that first half, though, even though it was a tricky start?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
So yes, people, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I have all sorts of Arsenal content here on this channel. But I want to get straight into the video because I do have a lot of stuff to talk about. Firstly, let's talk about the lineup. Now with Thomas Partey coming in at right back, we see a few changes. Raheem Sterling coming in. We see Jesus going up top. And we saw ultimately four changes into the team that won against PSG. Now, those should not be any issues as to why we don't pick up 3 points against Southampton again. Almost bottom of the league. We're going for a Premier League title. We know what we need to do, and we need to get the job done. That's what matters the most. And especially when we start that game with Southampton trying to play out the back, we were on them from minute one. Saka down that right-hand side was absolutely impressive. The way he was able to take on Kyle Walker-Peters every single time. And then Manning had to come in and double up. He was running at the defense all game long. Same thing, they were going down that right-hand side. I thought Sterling, to be honest, needs to find that bit of sharpness, needs to find that bit of decision making. Same thing with Gabriel Jesus, could have played in Bukayo Saka in the first half with opportunity to go one-on-one. We created a few chances, but nothing clear cut. No shots on target in the first half of the game. And it's a big thing about these games. When you're playing up against opposition where you think you should beat them handily, 4-5-6, KP predicted 6-0 on the channel. When you're going up against opposition you're supposed to beat so handily, and the goal doesn't come early when you've been on them up top, you can go into a lull moment in the game. And listening to the crowd and listening to the game, you can see a bit of a lull starting to pass throughout the game. Ultimately, come out second half, and Southampton start to put their foots down and start to really go at Arsenal. And it was a change from Southampton, going from a team who were camped in their own half the first half, then comes out, shows some teeth, and ultimately gets the reward for it. Poor giveaway in the midfield by Raheem Sterling. A lot of people were talking about potentially a foul. I can see where people will say that. I'm in the camp, even if we lost that game due to that, I would say that's not a foul. Because Raheem Sterling, I expect him to be sharper there in not only his decision making, but strong. Be stronger there in the middle of the park. You take the ball on, you have time, be decisive, and look to go forward with the football. Draw the foul better than that. Ultimately, give away the ball. They counter with Fernandes and Cameron Archer, who is a wonderfully taken goal. It's a good finish from Cameron Archer. Buries it bottom corner. And at that time, am I panicking? No. But am I worried? Yes. Because I think this is another question we have to ask about this Arsenal team, and probably taking certain opposition too late. Now, I know we're going up against the bigger teams. We seem very focused, we seem very sharp, and we seem to rely heavily on our strong suit, which is the defense. Today, the defense looked really, really shaky and really, really lackadaisical. And especially, we missed cutting edge. We missed some cutting edge. And maybe that's down to rotation. Maybe that's down to certain players coming into the team that didn't have enough match sharpness, like a Jesus, like a Sterling, in that front end of the pitch to give us that dynamism we need. But ultimately, Kai Havertz, a man in great goal scoring form, finds the net again, back of the net with a really, really good finish. And I thought, to just touch on Kai Havertz, his overall play today was absolutely outstanding. Found by another pass by Bukayo Saka with his 6th and 7th assist of the season, with the later goal I'm going to get to. Ultimately, a really, really good finish from Kai Havertz, who I think today is not only played well in terms of running down the ball, in terms of working hard in that midfield, in terms of just ultimately his overall game was really, really good and deserved a goal. Really, really well taken goal. Great finish by Kai Havertz in and off the post. And that gets us back into the game. And then once Mikel Arteta makes that subs, bringing on Trossard, bringing on Mikel Moreno, bringing on Martinelli, we start to see the crowd get into the game, and we start to get into the game. Bukayo Saka again. I want to touch on Bukayo Saka. That's what I've been saving. I touched on it, but I'm saving it. Brilliant ball by Bukayo Saka. He was dangerous all game long. And people will say it's just Southampton. But when we needed him to step up again, 2 assists and a goal to close out the performance. Bukayo Saka is becoming one of the best wingers in this league. And I'm tired of having to come on here and say it and people not showing the appreciation to Bukayo that he needs. I'm seeing other players get linked to him, and I'm seeing other players saying he's not Jamie O'Hara say he's not world class. I don't know what football Jamie O'Hara has been watching over the last 5 years, but a player that has gotten better statistically And performance-wise, every single season. Last season, you said, oh, he's the top scorer and he's a top assister, or one of our top assisters. He doesn't get player of the year. You know what he does? Comes back another level again. And every single year we see Bukayo Saka, he's taking the next step and going up a level. Being a leader, wearing the captain's armband when Jorginho goes off. Stepping up, like I said, with 2 assists and the goal to seal the points. A wonderful take and goal by Bukayo Saka. But now that I'm out with the positives, I think we need to ask some questions about this team. What is it about when we play against smaller opposition that we don't seem to have that same ruthlessness that we normally do have? Maybe is it playing at home? Is it that because away from home we're so solid? What about it against these lower oppositions that we can't really get the game dead and buried early? No, I know sometimes it's not like that in the Premier League. You're not assured nothing in the Premier League. But when you concede 2 goals to Leicester after being 2-0 up, when you go 1-0 behind against Southampton, and to be honest, if Southampton were a better team and a smarter team playing out of the back, they probably would have gone on to cause even more problems for the Arsenal. Because 2 of their goals, the Saka goal and the first goal, came from, honestly, we could be honest, mistakes. And we could throw this game in, we could throw this game to the side and say, okay, job done, well done, we got the points, we move forward into the international break. It's a good point to get. However, focus questions needs to be asked when we go up against these smaller teams, because not every team will bail you out, and we cannot be having drop points against teams like Southampton at home. We saw what happened to our title race 2 years ago. We cannot have those things happen if we're going to be challenging again. But ultimately, we didn't. We got the job done, and Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, for me, 2 man of the matches. Outstanding performance from both of them. Outstanding. We give a mention also to Declan Rice, who I thought cleaned up really, really well. Going forward in the first half, not really too much, but defensively, especially in the second half, when he was asked of it, worked really, 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 really hard. I thought Calafiori had really good moments as well. I think Calafiori has grown into that left back position, the way he's bombing forward with the ball, the way he's smart at reading the game when it comes to winning those second balls off of defenders or winning those first balls in terms of aerial duels, but also in terms of his dynamism and the play, and really, really aggressive into the tackle. I like Calafiori. I like the look of Calafiori at that left back position. I think he's making that left back position his own moving forward. And yeah, ultimately, a great performance. Martinelli, great to get another goal for him. Great to keep the form up. I had him starting in my lineup prediction. I wanted him to start, but good to see that he comes off the bench and he keeps that form going, because like I said in the video you will see on this channel, Martinelli has this X factor to unleash this Arsenal team. And if we're going to be anything good this season, we have to have all of our players ready and raring to go. But long term, we need to see more from Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. I think they're both 2 good players that can help us a lot going forward. But if they cannot contribute in games like this, questions will be asked of them, not only by the managers and by the fan base. It will definitely be asked by the fan base. So going forward, I know their time will come. We have way more fixtures to look upon, and their moments might come in even bigger moments than just Southampton at home. But overall, as a performance wise, I think Sterling and Jesus just need to be a bit more sharper in terms of just making that final decision to get us over the line and get us that goal or that a breaking pass. So I think that's something that will come once you see them get more minutes. Like I said, it was Sterling's first start. I think it was also Jesus's first or second start of the season. No getting into the swing of things. But we'll see. We'll see. Ultimately 3 points, and ultimately got the job done, so can't be too mad about it. But like I said, people, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you like anything related to Arsenal, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It has all Arsenal content here on this channel, whether it be player breakdowns, player analysis, fan interviews. I have it all on this channel covering Arsenal Football Club. So if you like anything to do with Arsenal, like I said, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.